Ready to go?
Yeah, I just want to remind everyone, if you have any questions, feel free to do questions. You can put it in the chat or in the Q&A. We are not waiting for the end to answer to other questions, but I will interrupt Stefano based on the quality of the questions and based on what he's talking about and if it's inherent to what actually the argument is. Okay, so feel free to put any questions in any languages. We will make sure to answer to that.
Yeah, I prefer if you make some question, maybe also the conversation will be absolutely better. We can understand each other absolutely better. So now I go to share my screen. And we can start to see. Okay, we can start to see the store from this point of view. Okay. Okay. Okay, for sure it's a good turn. So, at first, some little theory. So, for the turn, we have to try to connect in the best way the swimming and the rotation. So a lot of people are thinking that the turn is the rotation. No, the rotation is just a part of the turn. This is very important for me because how we can see from this video, but also from the next video that I will show you, the action of the turn starts around here. So here we are 5 meters from the wall. In this moment, the action of the turn is starting because the athlete have to fit the swimming with the rotation with the wall. So it's important the approach of the wall. Okay. Later we have, how can I say, the last stroke. Last stroke, it's very, very important because this is the real connection between swimming and rotation. So we have the rotation. I repeat, the rotation is just a part of the turn, isn't the turn. Okay, so we can come back a little bit and we can see again, slowly, slowly. Just a moment, we can start from here and go. So we say we need to use the swimming speed to rotate. Okay, this is absolutely the main point of the turn. A lot of people are swimming, so they are arriving around here. Later they stop, or maybe just they break, they slow down the body, so they are doing, performing the rotation. No, this is absolutely a mistake. This is a really common mistake. I want to repeat because for me, one of the most important points, we need to use the swimming speed to rotate. So the connection is absolutely important. This action is one of the most important points of the turn. So the meaning is, if I come in absolutely fast, I can come out absolutely fast. Okay, so it's important, I repeat, to use the swimming speed. It's like a rebound of a ball. Okay, the athlete have to come to the wall fast and, like a ball, rebound to exit from the wall. Gianluca, I can see maybe there is some question.
Yes. So here Ronald is already asking, how do we need to use the last stroke before the turn?
This is one of the most important question. I will go, I will explain, I will try to explain. Okay, give me a few minutes, we are going to explain. This point I repeat is one of the most important. For sure, I will try to explain. The other question, Gianluca?
That's the one.
Ah, I'm sorry. So we can see again. So the athlete is coming, swimming. For sure, in this moment, I repeat, we don't have to slow down. We have to keep the speed. Okay. Okay. Rotation. Push off of the wall. Underwater phase. Break out and start to swim. Okay. So I say the rotation isn't the turn, but just a part. The turn start around 5 meters before the wall. If you are speaking about an international level in the competition, usually finish 15 meters after the wall. Okay, for a young level, we can define the finish, the end of the turn, around 2-3 strokes after the breakout. Okay, the turn is all this set of movement. Okay, Gianluca, stop me when you think it's better.
Yeah, no, go ahead. It's there is a question: how can we improve the vuelta de campana? I don't really know in Spanish how to translate in English. Vuelta de campana. Maybe I don't know. It's
I don't know.
maybe I don't know. We will ask if Montserrat Hernandez can explain better that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I go. So now we will see the same turn of before from the underwater point of view. So the athlete is coming 5 meters. Okay. So today I don't want to show just one example, but I want to show several examples to explain the concept, the rules of of a good turn. Okay, so the athlete is coming. This is the last stroke. Last stroke, we say, is absolutely important, is the connection between swimming and rotation. So last stroke must be absolutely powerful, okay? Powerful and deep, okay? This athlete, for example, is starting in a very good position. We can see the high elbow, good position here, very deep. Last part, not so deep. Okay, so last stroke is absolutely important. I want to show you some other example to compare some different kind of turn. I want to repeat, as I usually, that the perfection doesn't exist. Okay, this is very important. I'm lucky because I work with some Olympic champions. There isn't one without any mistake. Everybody, they have some mistake, okay? So if the Olympic champion has some mistake, for a young swimmer, it's absolutely normal to have some mistake. Isn't a problem. The point is to know where we need to improve and the way to improve. But to have some mistake isn't a problem. Okay, we can see a different kind of athlete. This athlete, for example, we can see it is very tall. Okay, he's a sprinter. So he's coming, last stroke, and rotation. Okay, we can speak about this last stroke. Okay, the last stroke, okay, there is something that I like, something not too much. Okay, I like, in this case, the coordination. So the timing between last stroke and the start of rotation. So we can see that the hand is in this point and the athlete is starting the rotation. This is a very good coordination, okay, for a sprinter. What is the meaning? What is the concept? So I repeat, we need to connect in the best way. For a sprinter, the velocity of the body velocity is very high. So we need to start the rotation when the hand is around this position. Okay, in this way we can keep the speed. Okay, for the distance, the speed is absolutely slower. So we can start the rotation a little bit later when the arm is around this position. Okay, I can see this perfect position, around this position. So the coordination between last stroke and the start of rotation is absolutely important. So this is the one of the first concepts. More the speed is high, more I need to anticipate the rotation. Okay, I'm speaking to anticipate compared the arm position. So for a sprinter, 50 meter, short course, the arm must be around this position. For 100 meter, a little bit later. For 200 meter, a little bit later. 400 meter, 800, 1500. Okay, it's impossible to say the right position, but around this position. I want to repeat again. More the speed is higher, more we need to anticipate the rotation. Okay, this is absolutely important for me. So in this case, we can see a very good coordination. No, this guy is swimming 50, 100 meter, maybe better 100. Okay, this is a good coordination. What I don't like isn't so deep. Okay, I think he can push more. So also he has some very long lever because he's so tall, it's more than 2 meters. Okay. But okay, the coordination is good. We can improve the depth of the stroke. Okay, let's go to see some other example. We can see this one. Oh, wait, from here. Okay, we can zoom in. There you go. Okay, I prepare for you, I told you, not only incredible high-level swimmer. This is a young girl, how can I say, good swimmer, but not yet at international level. But it's interesting to study not only the top swimmer, because we can understand better what is difficult, where we have to pay attention, what could be a mistake. So in this case, we can see that she's starting the rotation when the hand is in this point. Okay, honestly now I don't remember if this girl is a sprinter or distance or middle distance, but for sure is performing the turn like a distance. Okay. Okay, let's go to see another one. We can see this one. Okay, we can see slowly.
Stefano, can I ask you, like I asked Gennadios the other day, are you sure when you shared the screen, if you selected the option to share with the best quality? Because we still see a little bit not clear. So probably unshare and try to share again, selecting.
Yeah, I try. Try now. Is it better?
Yeah, way better, way better.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No worries.
Okay, we can see again. We can put slowly and go. The athlete is coming. I'm sorry. We can start again, sorry. Okay, athlete is coming. Okay, what you can see. Okay, powerful. Last stroke is very powerful, deep. Is keeping the depth of the stroke till the end. This swim leg is swimming. The best event is 200 meters. What you can see is starting the rotation a little bit too late. Okay, so it's very important to find the right coordination, the right timing. Okay, this is a very common mistake, or maybe how can I say, it's a very difficult point. Okay, but I repeat, today I don't want to show just the perfect movement. I want to explain why and how to do. Okay, so it's 10-15 minutes we are speaking, and we spoke just about the approach of the wall. Okay, so any question about the last stroke? I go on. If there is some question, we can speak. Okay, I repeat, it's very important to keep the speed, the velocity. So it's important the continuity of the action. Okay, some swimmer, maybe above all the young swimmer, sometimes are stopping one arm here and they are waiting for the other arm, so they are doing a double push. I don't think it's a good solution, because for sure, okay, when they are pushing more, but before they slow down, so we are losing the continuity. Okay, okay. Rotation, we can see the head is going down. Okay. Do you think this is a good position? Someone can tell something?
Okay, Stefano, Ronald is asking, do you need to rotate your hips on the last stroke like a normal stroke?
Oh, this is a very good question, because it's connected with the rotation. Okay, we know that there are some different possibilities. So someone in Gianluca, did you ask something of my video?
To turn on the video.
Can I go on?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's possible to rotate, to arrive to the wall. This athlete isn't in a back position, but isn't no, on the side. He's in the middle. So usually someone is coming and is rotating like a backstroke. So in this case, we don't have to rotate the hips in a different way, because the rotation is absolutely vertical. Okay. If the rotation isn't straight, isn't vertical, but a little bit on the side, yet we have to start to rotate head, shoulder, and later the hips just because they are connected to the shoulder, not because the movement starts from the hips. Okay, but for sure, no, in this moment, if the rotation isn't vertical, we need to start to rotate a little bit. So we have to put down the shoulder a little bit more, one shoulder. Maybe we can take some other example. I don't remember this one, how is performing. Okay, yeah, this athlete is coming. Okay. So just to finish now the part of the last stroke, we can see athlete is coming. He's swimming around 100 meters, so the coordination is okay. I repeat, isn't perfect, but it's okay. Okay. You can see he's coming to the wall, and the hips a little bit rotate. But for me, it's important. The rotation starts from the shoulders. Of course, the hips are connected, so also the hips will rotate a little bit, but the movement starts from the shoulders, because in this moment, the arms are pushing. Okay. So rotation, we say the rotation could be vertical, could be on the side, a little bit more, a little bit less. Okay. What's important? It's important to close the body. So when I start the rotation, I have to move my head. Okay. Maybe the head could be with the chin a little bit closer to the chest. Okay. And in this moment, the body must be like a ball. Okay, with the knees to the chest, with the feet to the hips, like a ball. In this case, this athlete isn't so close. Okay, you can see the feet are here, the legs are here. Okay, so something good, something no good. Okay, in this moment, it's closing better. Okay, but the problem is the first part of the rotation. So you can see is doing this kind of fly kick. This is how can I say, old school action. Okay, maybe 20 years ago, no, the technique was like this. No, all the coaches were suggesting to do this kind of fly kick. The idea was to increase the velocity of the rotation. Later, some research, studied about this detail. So it's possible to say that it's better to close the body than to do this fly kick. Okay. In this case, we can close, repeat, more the body. Gianluca, I don't know why I see you.
Yeah, I'm here because there are two questions, I believe.
Ah, okay. Sorry. No, because you appear in my screen.
Yeah, I didn't want to scare you. if you were paying attention, no, I'm kidding. No,
yeah, no, because
Orlando,
I know news about all this air, so I was scared.
Orlando is asking why some swimmers bring the hands going like down before starting the flip turn.
The hands,
like doing this before starting the. Oh no, actually, this they do this like they glide. Maybe it's a mistake. They do this.
Ah, okay. Sorry. So yeah, yes, of course, it's a mistake. Absolutely, it's a mistake. Yeah. So it's important the continuity of the action. I repeat, the last stroke is the connection between swimming and rotation. Okay. If we are waiting too much, so that we are waiting the end of the push, of course, the speed is slowing down, the body is slowing down, the speed is going down.
Okay. Yeah, you probably selected something because you should not see me. We'll stop share and redo it because you should not see me over there.
Yeah, maybe okay, wait a moment. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay now?
Yeah, perfect. Super.
Okay. Okay, so I want to repeat just to explain to the last question. If you are waiting the end of the push to start the rotation, for sure it's a slow turn. Okay, if I use the swimming speed to rotate, the rotation will be fast. okay? If I'm able to close the body like a ball, okay, the rotation will be fast and faster. Okay, so everything starts from the swimming speed. I need to be able to use the swimming speed. So the timing, I repeat, between last stroke and the start of rotation is absolutely important. Okay. Last stroke must be powerful, absolutely. And I repeat the timing. I already explained when is better to start, no? In order of the different speed of the different events. Okay. So rotation, it's important to close the body, the knees to the chest, and the feet, usually the feet are here, to the hips. Okay. So we say that the direction of the rotation. Someone is rotating absolutely vertical, ready to push from the backstroke position. Okay. Someone, they're coming on the hips. Okay. How can I say? The turn with the back push, so the push from the backstroke position could be a good action, a good movement. Could be. Because honestly, I see a lot of swimmers, they are trying, but only few swimmers are doing a good job. Okay. Okay, I think, I don't know if really the first one in the history, but one of the first, one of the first famous swimmer that did this kind of movement was Michael Klim from Australia. He swam the, butterfly, of course, but also in 100-meter freestyle, he was so good. He did, for me, was the first time that I see a very good movement in this way. He was doing this kind of movement. So he was turning vertical and pushing for the backstroke position. The action was incredible because the twisting of the body during the underwater phase was absolutely slow. Slow, but without to miss any kick, without to miss anything. So he was doing around 2 fly kick in the backstroke position, 2 fly kick in the side position, other 2 kicks in the on the belly, so in freestyle position. This, I think, was the first swimmer that I saw a very good movement with this kind of solution. Later, after this point, I saw a lot of swimmers to try, but only few swimmers able to do a good movement. The other one is Ryan Lochte. Ryan Lochte, it's amazing, okay? But we are speaking about 2 swimmers that in the water, they were, how can I say, like a fish. So able to do everything. Personally, I tried with some very good international level swimmer, some Olympic champion or Olympic medalist. And more than once, we came back to that traditional turn. Because to push from the backstroke position is absolutely difficult. Because we don't have to manage just the push. We need to manage also, maybe there was, I don't remember who, I think this one. No, this one was again on the...
I like the beginning. It was like a little doggy stroke over there. No, I'm just kidding. Let me make you 3 questions while you look for
Please.
the videos. So Nikolai from Ecuador is asking, let me try to translate it. When you throw the legs versus the wall,
Mm-hmm.
the legs should stay in a diagonal or in a completely straight position on the same line of the body. Nicolai is a swimmer from Ecuador.
Nicolai, this is the question I was speaking about before. No, if you are doing the rotation vertical or a little bit diagonal, okay? It depends, no, if you want to push from the backstroke position or not. I repeat, I personally tried with more than one swimmer, no, the turn with the push from the backstroke position, a lot of time wasn't a good choice. Sorry. Gianluca, maybe you say 3?
Yes, so we have another one. Is asking what type of exercise you can do on land to improve, to work on the improvement of the turn.
This is interesting. It isn't so easy. Because so in the water we are floating in the water. In the land it's a little bit difficult. Okay, I think we can work on the preconditions of the turn. So for sure we can work on the ability to close the body. Okay, some somersault. I think it's a absolutely good drill. Okay, because we need to be able to keep under control the body, when the body is moving fast, and we need absolutely to be able to close the body. I repeat, chin to the chest, knees to the chest, feet to the hips. Okay, more the body is closed, more we can rotate fast. Of course, on the land we can work on this kind of position. Okay, jumps, somersault and jumps. These I like very much. No, okay, we are not speaking about something difficult, but this is the real base of our needs.
Okay, thank you, Stefano. Next, Jose, he's a coach from Peru. He's asking why is so important the acceleration to the wall?
Why? Because I say we have to think, imagine the body like a ball. If the ball is coming to the wall, I close the connection, the sharing a moment. Can you see me?
Yeah.
This is the wall. If the body is coming to the wall fast, we can rebound. Okay. If the body is coming slow, will be like an egg. Okay. So it's important to accelerate, how can I say? If you are speaking about the real speed, it's like impossible. Okay. If you are speaking about the advice we are telling to the swimmer, yes, it's right. Because in the mind of the guys, the swimmer, they have to try to accelerate. Later, if you are speaking about the real speed, so the analysis point of view, it's like impossible to accelerate, but we need to try. Now, this is the difference between the learning process, and the science, the analysis.
Perfect. Then I believe you already answered somehow, but maybe it's a little bit different. Sophia, she's asking, I believe she's a swimmer, what is the best way to do the turn? With the legs straight and away from the wall, or with the legs towards the chest and close to the wall?
Sophia, I have to thank you that I'm very far, because I can punch her. How is possible to think about, I'm joking, Sophia. I'm joking, because with my guys sometimes I'm used to joke when I want they need to remember something. Okay, no, straight leg, absolutely no. We need to close the body. Okay, think about one somersault on the land. Okay, if you try with a straight leg, it's impossible. Okay, close the body to be fast. Sorry, now maybe it was a joke, but how can I say, till one point, because to explain the technique isn't only math or physics, okay, is above all communication, okay. I'm using expression idioms like ball, rebound, egg on the wall, because, or so I can punch someone, not because I want to punch anybody, but because no, we need to highlight this point. Okay, so in the explanation of the technique, there isn't only, I repeat, the physics, no, of the body, limbs, vectors, and everything, but above all the communication. I'm sorry, this is so my point of view, maybe above all for the coaches, but I believe this is very, very important.
Okay, Stefano, a good question from Vlad. Here is asking, I did not understand why you think that fly kick before the turn is bad for speed. If you can clarify.
Yeah, I can try again to explain. Okay, we can share again. Okay, the swimmer is coming. Okay, look, now he's doing the fly kick. To do the fly kick means that after the fly kick, the legs are straight. Okay, if the legs are straight, it's more difficult to close, to move the knees to the chest and the feet to the hips. Okay, if in this point there isn't this action, okay, but directly this. So from this point, I have to try to move the knees to the chest and the feet to the, sorry, the hips. Hips are a little bit here. Okay, so isn't the fly kick, but is the consequence of the fly kick. Because if I'm doing the fly kick, I have a straight legs, and of course, they are not close to the body. Okay, so the concept is faster to close the body, avoiding the fly kick. So from this position, I repeat, up, up, to be like a, this is a bad ball, like a ball. I hope my explanation it's enough.
Okay, and Montserrat, I believe, is a swimmer. So how can I improve my turn to not open the arms? Because when in the moment I do my turn, I open the arms to do a better turn. It's a question.
This is okay. Now, so without the video of the swimmer, it's difficult to give the right advice. But usually, it's happened when the rotation is low. Okay, maybe because the timing between last stroke and rotation isn't the perfect one, or maybe because so we are too far away from the wall, so we are gliding a little bit more. In this case, the rotation will be slow, and if it's low, it takes more time, and of course, to manage the balance is more difficult. So usually, the arms are opening, how can I say, without any control, because they are seeking the balance of the body. So the arms automatically, they are trying to stabilize the body. Okay, this is I'm not sure if this is the real problem, because I repeat, without a video it's impossible to be sure, but usually is this.
Okay, thank you, Stefano. Then here, Luis Flores is asking, on the flip of the body after you push up the wall, the flip of the body goes from the shoulder to the hips or from the feet to the hips?
From the shoulder.
From the shoulder, okay. Then Orlando is asking, do you think that, this is a nice question, do you think that many swimmers, they kind of decrease the speed when they get to the wall because they are afraid of the wall?
Yes, this is really good. And this is a very interesting point of view. A lot of swimmers are afraid of the wall. Really. Because when they are young, okay, when they are really young, it's understandable, because no, our sport is in the water. We are floating without any, how can I say, everything is soft, okay? The wall is, okay, is a strange moment, different. So also, if when the young swimmer is learning, maybe it's risky, no, because you can crash with the wall. But unfortunately, also later, this is a real problem. I'm laughing because no, maybe you think that there is only science, rotation, and this. This is a absolutely a real situation, absolutely. Some swimmers are changing the timing between last stroke and the start of the rotation because of that, absolutely.
Very good. And Stefano, here we have another one. Marcos, so how can we avoid that the hands get out probably of the water when the feet and the legs are going towards to the wall? You know, the classic that you see this movement out of the water.
Yeah, and okay, it's difficult, I repeat again, no. Usually is connected. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. Usually is connected with the speed of the rotation again. So you can see this guy is coming. Isn't perfect, but the rotation is fast enough. You can see it doesn't need to move too much, the arms. But if you check, now I try to zoom in a little bit more. Wait, we can try like this. I come back a little bit. Okay, try to check the arms action. So is moving, is looking for the balance of the body. Can you see? Try to follow the action of this end. Now the end is here, and later is pushing. Okay, so also this swimmer, no, is seeking the balance of the body. So if the rotation isn't enough fast, the arms can go everywhere, because how can I say, it's automatically, no, they are looking for a better balance.
Okay, perfect. And you know, I have a question for you. I showed probably a video before of one of our former swimmer, Marcelo Costa, that when he went to college here in the USA, in Louisville, Kentucky, under Coach Arturo Albiero, a good friend of us. When he came back, he really improved his turn a lot. And I think, you know, the American system of actually working on these details, like turn, starts, underwater, etc., is probably second to nobody in the world. And what we saw is really here, they really work on the fact of, you know, doing the flip turn and having both feet on the back. that's something that, let's say, in Europe, they don't teach us to do it. Like we do more on a side. So what's your point of view?
How can I say, it's difficult to say one system is better than another system. Of course, we are speaking about high level swimmer, high level coaches. I repeat, to push from backstroke position or not, how can I say, my statistic isn't only about European swimmer, but I'm looking, I don't know, in the best event, I don't know, World Championship, Olympics, I don't know, every kind of international events. Also in this kind of event, you can see that some swimmer, doesn't matter where they are from, a lot of swimmers are trying to do the turn from backstroke position, but not everybody are doing a good job. Okay, this is just a statistic. Later, we can say that it's better to try again because maybe could be a good investment. Yes, why not? Okay, but this is just a statistic. You can use how you want.
Let me show you. Let me show you again. I'm taking out your sharing.
Yes, but I need the underwater video to be more precise. The underwater to be.
Yeah, I don't have like this. He's on his bed. This one here.
Stop. Gianluca, please stop when he's pushing. Stop. Stop. Okay. So now Marcelo for sure improved, but if we want to do a how can I say, a very precise analysis, don't move, come back. Stop. When he's pushing, a little bit more, a little bit forward, a little bit forward, a little bit more. Stop. Perfect. Don't move. So me and Gianluca, we are friends, we are joking. So I didn't finish the explanation. Okay, I try to explain. Please, I need this frame. Rotation, we can decide to push vertical, diagonal. Okay, we have to close the body. Okay, we say. The main point is when the feet are touching the body, they have to push immediately. Okay, we don't have to waste any time on the wall. Okay, so there are some different points of view. If the rotation is vertical, so we are coming to the backstroke position, for sure, how can I say, the way is shorter. So the rotation is a little bit faster. The problem is this. The problem is after this point, because from this position is more difficult. I don't want to say that it's impossible. Absolutely, but it's more difficult. So in this moment, I repeat, the athlete is pushing, okay? One of the most common mistakes is to push and twist the body in the same time, okay? Think if you are in the gym, okay, or in the land, you are doing a jump. Think, push and twist in the same time. It's impossible to reach the best height of the jump, okay? Think if you are doing some exercise like a squat, okay? Don't think about something heavy because it's dangerous, but it's absolutely wrong, push and twist at the same time. This is one of the, how can I say, most simple rule of biomechanics, okay? If I'm doing the turn and arriving and pushing from the backstroke position, it's very risky. This is one of the most problem. look, he came in the backstroke and is pushing and twisting in the same time. You can see from this frame. Okay, so we don't need to think just about the rotation. Okay, but we need to think a little bit about all action. Okay, but you say something very interesting for me. So to believe in the system is absolutely important. Is more than 50% of the job. Okay. Another important thing is to highlight some detail, to be focused on some detail. Okay, because if the training is, I'm speaking about some stupid example. Okay, today 40 times 100 meter. Be careful about the turn. Okay, it's difficult. But if the practice is, okay, now we have to do 12 times just the turn, maximal speed, pay attention on this, this, and this. Okay, we can pay attention, we can improve on this detail. Okay, so if I highlight in my practice some detail, for sure, no, for the athlete, this detail become important. This is very, very important. I want to repeat again that the technique isn't just the physics of the movement, but is above all communication. And so how we can, how can I say, how we can explain, how we can transmit the idea to the swimmer that this detail is important. Okay?
Yeah.
I hope
Perfect.
My idea is clear. Because one system that is careful about this kind of detail, it's a good system. Later we can speak about the details of this, but we are working on this detail. This is very important. I like a lot the video of Marcelo. Okay, because he's doing, how can I say, the maximal effort in the turn, the maximal attention in the turn. Okay, he says something that I like very much. The nose have to point down, no, rotate the feet. You have to keep open your feet. Perfect. Absolutely, very, very important. So if I can share again my screen. Maybe I didn't find the right one, and we can see. So and so. So, the reference we are giving about the feet position is keep your feet open like your hips. Okay, we can see that they are open, maybe it's better a little bit more. So now it's a long time we are speaking about the turn, but we didn't leave yet the wall, because we are speaking about the push, we are speaking about the feet position, rotation, inclination of the rotation. Okay, so after this point, the athlete have to push. Okay, in my analysis, I'm measuring also the timing of the push from the wall, because it's very important. If the time is too fast, it means the athlete didn't push, because maybe he touched just with the toes the wall. Okay, but if the athlete, if the time is too long, means that the position of the body when the feet touch the wall wasn't the right one. Usually, a good time of pushing is like, so between 0.28 to 0.35 cent, 100 of cent, 100 of second, sorry. Okay, after this point, we are leaving the wall, okay? Of course, the streamline is very important, okay? The trajectory is very important because we have to point in the right trajectory. What is the right trajectory? So it's connected with the length of the underwater phase, okay? If my athlete is able to do a long underwater phase, no, we can point a little bit more down, okay? If my athlete doesn't go, no, it doesn't have a very long, we can point maybe here, okay? But till one limit, because there are the waves. The waves are strange to measure, strange to, okay. When the athlete is coming, he's creating a wave behind him, okay? Something around this, okay? I'm telling around because it's impossible to measure the wave. It's connected with the mass of the swimmer, so the body size, the speed, and the frontal drag. Some concept a little bit difficult. So the problem is it's impossible to measure the wave. It's something around these sides, okay? So the swimmer is swimming. The problem is that the wave is coming. There is the wall, but the wave is still there, okay? If the swimmer doesn't go enough deep, he can crash with the wave, he can slow down the body a lot, okay? So we need at least to avoid the wave, okay? It's impossible to say you have to go 50 half meters or 60 centimeters, but it's around this measure, okay? The swimmer here is going a little bit more, okay? But at least we have to go deep around this measure, not less, because otherwise, no, the swimmer, sorry, this is our swimmer with little legs. So the swimmer can crash with the wave, okay? We have to avoid to go under the wave. Okay, this is the concept of the choice of the choosing of the trajectory. Okay, I want to show something else. We can see this one. Okay, you can see the quality of the video is different, but later I'll explain.
Can we say she's an ex-swimmer? No, I recognize her.
Wait.
Okay.
You have too much energy. Okay, can someone recognize, not Gianluca? Can someone recognize this girl?
Nobody recognized the name is over there. Yeah, okay, Ronald put it. Laure Manadou, absolutely.
Yes, I worked with Laure in 2007. Just a moment. Sorry.
You know, for the young viewers, Laure Manadou is not just the sister of Florent Manadou, but you can tell them what she did.
My heart. Laure Manadou was Olympic champion, a world record holder. She was an amazing swimmer. Yeah, but how can I say? Sometimes a little bit strange. I don't know. In this 50 meter, you can see we are not speaking just about the turn. Sorry, just this is history of swimming. She changed the coordination of the swimming maybe 3 or 4 times. The turn isn't the best turn, absolutely.
Yeah, actually, it's very slow. She looks at the wall, she slowed down. It's interesting because it was like what?
Look the kick now. How can I say? Impossible to speak bad about this girl, but sometimes was how can I say? Strange when she didn't want to do something. She didn't want, but she swam the world record. I think in 400 meter freestyle. She was able to swim 200, 400, 800 meter in the best level in the world. She was famous for the training so hard. Yeah. I worked with her one season. She was amazing because, but sometimes was, I repeat, a little bit strange. Okay. I don't remember.
I have a couple questions for you, Stefano, and then we have like 10 minutes left, and then we go, and we let you go because you're in Turkey right now, and what time?
Is maybe midnight 15.
Yeah, it's 12:15, so it's time to go to sleep. So we have two questions here. Let's start with Alejandro. He's asking, Paul Bergen was teaching us that at the time to touch the wall with the feet should stay either at 11 hour or 1, depending on what side you're doing the turn. Okay. So that means that the rotation start from the turn. Is this still, active in today's analysis?
How can I say? Most of the swimmers are doing this kind of movement, but we already told there are a lot of kind of possibilities. Now I don't remember honestly this swimmer what he's doing. Okay, we are not speaking about incredible level here. This is young swimmer, no, normal swimmer. Okay, how can I say? We can see, for example, we can now. I hope you can recognize easier this kind of mistakes. Last stroke, deep, powerful, but he's waiting too much. In this moment, you can see also for the kick action, he's stopping. It's just gliding, so the speed is going down. Rotation, the idea isn't so bad, but he doesn't close the body too much. Okay, you can see this is the distance between knees and chest. He's touching the wall completely, completely on the side. Could be interesting, but so the body is too open. Okay, but this is one possibility. So it's possible to come with the feet, backstroke like this, or 11 or 1, like our colleague said. Yes, of course. Or also in this position. There isn't one rule. I can't tell you that one is better than the other. Okay, maybe if I zoom in a little bit, I don't know if you can see because the image isn't so clear, but the feet are so close. They are touching each other. This, no. Okay, I saw sometimes the mistakes are strange. Someone is crossing the legs. Okay, I saw someone pushing just with one leg. Okay, it's possible to see everything. If you are speaking about a good level, yeah, there are more than some possibility, but a lot of high-level swimmers are doing this kind of rotation. This is a young swimmer, okay, but also some high-level swimmers are doing this kind of rotation.
One question, probably the last one, if the no more. Marcos Burgos, he's Actually, he's a good friend and coach from Chile. He works with the university swimmers in Chile, and he's somehow, you know, thinking that probably to improve the turns, maybe it's better to work out in a 25 meters or 25 yards instead of 50, just to, you know, get, you know, the swimmers.
Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. Um, I want, give me a moment. I'm looking my computer. I want to show something. I don't remember where I put, but for sure I have.
Meanwhile, while you're looking for the video,
Yeah, just a few seconds and finish. Please.
yeah, no problem. Tomorrow we have one more webinar. What we are doing, we are, you know, doing every other week. And tomorrow we have the second appointment with our message in a bottle with our psychologist, Mirko Mazzoli, who have been working with top swimmers and top athletes, even in MotoGP, you know, motorcycle, etc. And tomorrow is about the athletes. Okay, so tomorrow we have a very good presentation about psychology, about the athletes. Okay, and you know, now we let Stefano finish, but then I want to show you the presentation of it. And we invite you coaches, we invite the athletes, parents. It's important to you know, work together, even through, especially through the mental aspect of what we do.
Gianluca, sorry, can you remind me the name of our colleague suggests to work in short course?
Marcos.
Marcos. So this was an example of my training a few years ago. Okay, so not just 25 meters or 25 yards. Sometimes it's absolutely useful to work also in some different pool. This is a small pool usually we are using in Italy for the babies. But so I like this pool for the turn because it's very shallow. So the swimmer need to close the body, because otherwise, no, they can crash with the bottom. Okay, this was a race. Okay, Gianluca knows these three guys, no? And they were junior in this moment, and they were the top in Europe, but not as a sprinter, no? Middle distance or distance. But we were doing this kind of, this was a race. Okay, so I believe in this kind of drill, in this kind of exercise. So for sure, to work in the short course, meters or yard, is more technical. So in the past, how can I say, the coaches, no, the science, we were thinking about, no, when they are young, they have to work in short course, maybe later we can work in long course. Later we understood that the short course is more technical of the long. Of course, we have to, if we have to do more turns, this is easy. No, we can learn more the turns.
Perfect. And somehow, you know, this somehow answered to the questions, especially here in the USA. You know, we practice in yards, and it's the only country where they do yards, and still, it's not guaranteed, but you know, there's a lot of good swimmers that, you know, they come from college and they practice in yards, and then they go
between us, why yards? So we can use the same measure. Why they have to be different? But okay, I'm joking.
Why is Fahrenheit? Why is pounds? You know, what I'm saying is like, it's you know,
I'm joking.
Because we are talking about this now, so that's no. What I'm saying is, like, you know, Karen Dresser is the perfect example to be a monster.
Oh, absolutely.
And then he transfer all that technical aspect into long course. So a lot of
we spoke, Gianluca, do you remember we spoke with Domenico Fioravanti no, he won 2 gold medals in the Olympics in 100 and 200 meter breast, but till I think few months before the Olympics, he was swimming just in short course. Absolutely.
And Fabio and Martina, who
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, they do most of their season, like the year in short course meters. They go like, let's say, a couple times per week or every 2 weeks to indoor long course. And then just during the summer, they use long course. And they're still phenomenal, and they get medals.
Yes, but I want to add that also in the summer, no, when maybe it's possible to swim outdoor, there are more, outdoor pool, long course. How can I say, in this period, so a lot of coaches, they want to swim also in short course, because otherwise it's risky to forget the automatism, no? To turn, to approach the wall, and break out underwater, everything. So for sure, the short course, meters or yard, I was joking, is more technical. But sometimes I saw also some part of the training in some really small pool. Above all, for the sprinter, it's amazing because you can try every kind of movement. Not only because, okay, I have only this pool, but because we need this kind of change.
Absolutely. And, then we let you go and we let everybody go. I remember that Todd Schmitz, a good friend of us, the former coach of Missy Franklin, he said that before Missy won the Olympic, etc., their training, they had several days that the standard training was in a 15 meters pool. And they won Olympics, like, again, it's not only the 15 meters that makes, an Olympic champion, but this should make us confident, especially even now during these uncertain times where whatever kind of water we find it doesn't matter if you don't have the perfect situation, doesn't matter if you don't have like the same situation you had before, doesn't mean that you cannot take advantage of it. That's my whole message.
Gianluca, if I dare, the problem is to think that the 50-meter pool is the perfect situation. So the point is we need to improve, we need to, how can I say, to pay attention of some details. 50-meter pool is important for something, short course is important for something else.
Absolutely. Perfect. Excellent. So, Stefano, I would like to say thank you. Again, before we leave, I would like just to share a few things and ask the people who are watching to support us a little bit, to follow us on Instagram, to stay updated to anything we're doing. Our website is not too active, but yeah, our social media very strong. So Azura Florida Aquatics on Instagram or Azura Aquatics on Facebook. And, we started a YouTube channel. We have a lot of good videos with a lot of virtual training, the SwimLabs, and et cetera, swimming technique, motivation. So also, if you can help us with the subscription to our Azura Florida Aquatics YouTube, that would be a great help. Then again, tomorrow we have Mirko Mazzoli, our message in a bottle. Here's the flyer. We will post it on social media. You're all invited. Remember, what we're doing is nothing secret. Actually, we want to help everybody to get an opportunity to, to take advantage of these presentations. And tomorrow we talk about, the title, again, provocative, is Why Don't I Give Up? And so we're going to talk about the fact that many times the muscles are controlling the brain, but like scientifically, that's not true. So he's going to help us understanding why many times we just listen to our body instead of listening to our brain. Okay, so tomorrow is for athletes, but parents and coaches are more than welcome to participate. Then, again, we would like to say thank you to all the people who participated, say thank you to our voices in Portuguese. Coach Alex, thank you for being with us today. Alex Pusieldi, Talita Teflani in Italian, and Elizabeth Capalbo in Spanish. before we go, Stefano, I wish you a great evening, a great night, actually. In 2 weeks, we will be together again. We will talk about something very exciting, like always. We are trying to get some top swimmers also to join into the remote experience, and we might have some surprises for everyone. And I would like just to finish, because tomorrow we go into motivation and psychologist. This is probably my favorite, I don't want to say movie, but probably my favorite coach speech from a sport movie is from Miracle. I always use it for myself and when I need to motivate our athletes, not just before a big competition, even when I see them a little, down, or when they actually need their extra push. I always encourage them to watch it. So I would like to, close this presentation with this video to actually launch the psychology message in a bottle of tomorrow. Okay, so that was the message. You always inspire me and make me believe that we always can be even better than what we think. Okay, so Stefano, thanks again. Thanks to all our voices. Thanks to everyone for watching, and we see you tomorrow for our message in a bottle. You guys have a great evening.